When should you ask someone you've been seeing long distance to commit, and how do you get a guy's attention? Welcome to Ask Mark. It's week number 45 and it's great to be back on this week. Before we get into the questions today, I have some exciting news. I'm creating a texting guide, what to text guide beyond the one we've already got. You can get the one we've already got if you haven't downloaded it yet. I'll put the link in the description, but I'm going to make another one, and for that I need your help. So I want you to send me through your most confusing or uncertain text situations. mark@makehimyours.com.au, put the subject line as what to text him. You can send 4 to 8 screenshots if need be. Any more than that's probably too much, but send through a few screenshots so I can get a vibe for the conversation, and I'm going to incorporate it as part of this new product on tricky texting situations. So help me out, send that through. Let's get into this week's questions about commitment, long distance, and it's a really good one. I love this. Don't forget, if you haven't already, subscribe, hit the little bell, and join that Facebook group where we're having really good chats. First question is from Martina. Martina says, "Thank you, Mark. Great advice. All your videos are helping me gain perspective about my situation. I'd like to have your opinion though. I just came home from a study abroad program where I met a local guy that became a really good friend. We spent almost every day together. I met his family a few times. We went on holiday together. Over time, I started to see him as a potential boyfriend." So this is super beautiful. "I had a conversation with him about this before going home. He also saw me as a potential girlfriend. However, he felt unsure about commitment because of the distance that would separate us. He had a long distance relationship in the past that didn't go well. I understood he wasn't ready, so we agreed on staying friends. It's been 2 months since coming home. We still text and call every day. Text every day, call a few times a week. He's coming to visit me for Christmas to spend the holidays together. Next May, I will go back to that country for a job. Our conversations are still positive, supporting. I still think of him as boyfriend material, still have feelings. As there will be an end point to the distance, I would like to talk to him again about us. I would like to understand if he still has feelings, his insecurities, and tell him that we can work together to overcome them. In your opinion, should I do it now and be honest with him, or should I wait until Christmas and we are face to face?" Okay, long distance. So this is a topic that I'm very passionate about talking about because so many mistakes get made in it. Long distance, there has to be an end point. If you're going to look for commitment, don't have open-ended commitments where you don't know when you're next going to see each other. This is the type of situation where these two can actually make a commitment. That's why I love this question. She's getting a job there in May. There's a foreseeable end. They've known each other quite some time. They've spent a lot of time together. And she said, based on everything I know about him, around his family, meeting him, this guy could be boyfriend material for me. And she's really taken her time to get to know him. So he was a bit unsure at first. And remember, men are going to sell themselves on the emotional experience. Men commit based on that emotional experience. So Martina, at this point, the emotional experience is obviously good. You're still talking regularly, you're still texting, but it's not as good as if you're in person. So my advice, Martina, is wait. Absolutely wait until you're in person at Christmas. This is going to be a great time to have this conversation because you'll spend some good time together, and that's when you can chat to him and you can say, hey, look, the next few months, is this something like I want to make sure we're on the same page going forward? And see what he wants to do. And you say, look, I obviously like you. If you want to keep yourself open, I'll keep myself open too to other options in the meantime. I do feel strongly for you though, and I would love to see where it goes in the future. I'm really excited to see you in May and have that proper time together again. So is this something, do you want to say, like, let's put some commitment on this? But wait until he's there, because at that point he'll have had some great emotional experiences with you, and that'll be the point where you guys can have a really upfront, honest communication about it, because you'll be in person face to face. So this is the commitment model for long distance, is wait till the person is there, then have that chat and see if they want to be on the same page as you. Don't cage the bird when there's no end point. It's more to appease your own insecurities than because there would be a functional relationship at the end of it. Second question is from Hannah, and Hannah says, "Hi Mark, I've been trying to make eye contact with a guy at my workplace so we can hopefully strike up a conversation, but he doesn't normally look in my direction that much. Do you have any advice on how to get someone to look at you?" Hannah, I have some of the best advice in the world on how to get someone to look at you. Okay? 3 powerful, powerful strategies to get someone to look at you. Number 1, start a fire. Seriously, if you want people, especially if you're in an office job, if you set your desk alight, people look at you. Number 2, rip her pants. Woo! These have saved me in so many situations where people weren't looking at me. You pull out the ripper pants, people will look at you. And number 3, projectiles. You throw a stapler and hit him in the back of the head, or you find a cat and you throw it at him, that dude's gonna look at you. Now, if all of those fail, there's still the option to start a conversation. And doing that, he may well look at you as well. Woo! The third question is from Dina, and Dina says, hi Mark, I'm traveling working abroad with my child as a single mum. What about when you meet a guy who you know is really interested in you and is imagining being with you and the exciting things you will do together, but without your child in the picture for a while? He asked if I've ever considered allowing my little one to stay with close family for a year or so in order to help focus my career. I'm happy having my child with me, he has free schooling which comes with the job. What is this man trying to get at, and should I end it before it gets serious? We've only been dating for just over a month. He always asks how my son is, and we are at an age where having a child is no longer an issue, as many people in our age group have families. Could you post a video about this, please? So Dina, I think this is a great idea. By all means, send your child away for 5 years. I think this is brilliant. If you want to raise the most emotionally avoidant, uncertain child in history, Dina, no, get away from this. I can't believe someone would even have the audacity to ask this, first of all. Second, you've only been dating a month. Okay, Dina, you are still not emotionally involved enough where you can see the forest from the trees, you can get out of this. Get out of this. Okay? I don't know what this guy's playing at. And look, don't get me wrong, there'll be times when a man takes priority over your child. For example, a man will sit in the front seat even if the child complains about it of your car. But that's the extent of it. You know, as you get to know someone better, if the child kicks up a massive stink because you want to go on a date night, well, no, you put your boundaries in place, you're probably going to still go on the date night. This is not that. So many red flags here, Dina. Get away from this one. I can't believe the guy would even have the audacity to ask. Okay, and let's finish on a positive note here. I guess I'll also need to comment here, says Aggie, the avatar in one of the previous videos, paying on the date, was Clayman from the Neverhood. She nailed it. Thank you, Aggie. You are my new favorite subscriber. Let me know your thoughts, comments, questions on the content of this video. I'd love to hear you. Post your questions below for next week as well. Give the video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell. And don't forget to send me through confusing text situations. I'm happy to review 4 to 8 screenshots. mark@makingyours.com.au, creating a new product. I want to know what you're struggling with as it relates to text. So make sure you send those through and join that Facebook group as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.